What is up, guys? Good morning. It is qualifying day here at St. Pete. Just got to Mark Brumman's RV. We got Maggie and Stella here. We're already on the TV here doing some in-car review. We've come up with our game plan for this first session. Got Mark ready to go back there. A big part of today is going to be identifying where we can get to full throttle, then identifying where we can brake, and then connecting it all. We're going to talk about some racecraft later, but a big part of this is getting up to speed in this first session, bringing the car back clean, and being able to work on putting it all together for our qualifying session later today. So 2 practice sessions, qualifying later, 15-minute qualifying, race 1 tomorrow, and then we got a second race the following day. Sorry, two races Saturday. My bad. So qualifying today, 2 races tomorrow, and then we're done for St. Pete. So tune in. We'll keep you up to date on what's going on, and look forward to showing you how Mark does. How you feeling, Mark?
Killer.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go. How's Pops gonna do? Stella, what do you think? Morning, Charlie.
What do you want from me, bro?
Good morning, how are you?
Morning.
Morning, dude.
Morning.
Huh?
Morning.
Morning.
What you doing?
Yeah, updated the software.
Software update?
Yeah.
What's up, dude? How's the track?
I haven't driven yet.
This first
Go out
session?
right now.
Yeah? Awesome, man. Is that an Indy Light?
That's a USF 2000.
USF 2000.
You gotta move something.
Oh, we're getting the boot. Go get a good session, bro. All right, game time. Mark's in the car. They're doing one last software update. Calling from BMW supports here. Anytime these cars need software updates, BMW will actually send a technician from Motorsport to update the car. So that's what Colin's doing there. Charlie's going over the car with him here before the session. Mike's making sure Mike is all good in there. Mark's focused, ready to rock. There he is. All right, let's see what's going on. There's Wilmot. That is the car that Mark helped sponsor to race against. One of the Astons. P3 car right there. Porsches. What else is up there? A couple more BMWs. As we walk out, I'll try to explain some of the competitors that we're going against this weekend. We got Wilmot Brumman about to go throw down. Let's go, boys. Let's go. So Wilmot is the driver that Mark actually held back, even though he's running against him. So the guy he was talking about helping him through skip and all that, man, race control is blowing me up in my ear right now. So right now they're letting us know drivers got to be in down here on pre-grid, because once we go across, things are going to go green and hot really quickly. So they don't want drivers having to get in the cars on the actual grid down there. So that's what they were yelling at me down on here for. Boys just had their little powwow. Now they're about to go rip. We'll get an interview with Wilmot post session, and yeah, all right, let's see what happens out there. Man, I miss this girl. These cars are so sweet, so comfortable. Where's your driving suit, dude?
It's in there. Yeah. I'll break it out, maybe second session.
When it's dry out, you're never gonna use DSC on or MDM, so it's only this.
Typically, I was always between 1 and off, and then when I needed TC, I would be in the 3 to 2 range, sometimes a little bit higher, but we have seen it work in some situations as high as 5.
So the game plan is just get my full throttle in first and find out where I'm at.
Yep, lay of the land, so outlap, build temps, just check for debris, get the car placement down, next lap, start building some pace, focusing on all your exits, start building more and more on your exits. Once you've confirmed that you can once you've verified that you can go full throttle at all those points, start to brake late. Remember, we're gonna brake a whole board early, but still huge pressure. We're gonna gauge the amount of decel, and then we're
like at Daytona pressure?
I need you to give it all the beans so that I can see in the data when the ABS is engaging and what target pressure we need. So it's not so much you trying to find where to brake, it's me figuring out what the max pressure is that the grip will allow. So that's why I need you to just do it a little bit early so that we don't risk the car or you. And then once you give me those, tell me on the radio, hey, I feel like I'm picking up full throttle, where should we start braking, right? And then I'll go, okay, let's move into braking drills. Slow in, fast out, build good muscle memory, focus on placement and eyes, don't worry about pace at all. Go do it. Dude, look at this guy taking his RV out on the track. It's just straight up in the pre-grid, chilling. Secret wing settings. Typically, tracks are very green, especially these road circuits. So on our outlap the full tires of the car because it was a little bit of wheel slip, and did a little wall tap drift style, and we went in, checked on the car looks good. Now it's all about getting it back focused, working on picking up those throttle points, and then identifying where he should be. Just gonna talk him off the ledge, see if we can't get him back in. Give him a couple more laps to build temps. Big brake, guides in, on your power down. Nice, pick it up. Nice, all right. So you didn't think you were gonna stop, so next time just keep it straight a little bit.
38 getting his Mustang. Porsche 718 as well.
Yep, back to power.
We'll be seeing
same thing
on
early,
track
then back to power.
Mustang as well.
All right, I figured I'd fire up the camera and talk about something that happens to us regularly when we deal with data, and that is a lot of the times for anyone that's a newer driver coach or someone that just got a Motec system in their car, you'll go to a new venue and you'll go and run a bunch of laps. You'll come back to your pit box, you'll download, and what you'll see in the data is actually one consistent lap, I guess you would say, just one running lap for the full session. And basically what's happening is it's not picking up a beacon or segmenting the laps into individual laps. So what you get is basically just this one long line of data that is impossible to overlay because you can't find the specific, well, it's not impossible, you can overlay full runs. It just takes a lot more time to identify the small low-hanging fruits, you know, in each individual sector. So what you can see is going on now, Charlie's adding a beacon so that the Motec knows how to segment that data. Now there's a few different ways you can do it. You can typically go in and select a venue and the computer will go through and regenerate those laps. You can sometimes use GPS to regenerate those laps, but unfortunately in this situation neither of those steps work, so we have to manually go in, set a beacon, and then manually break out each of those individual laps. So it's very time consuming. Anyone that's having these issues, feel free to reach out in the comments. We'll do our best to help you. And yeah, I know the frustration. It's almost every time I go to coach, everyone says, yeah, my data system works just fine, and this is what we run into. So Alright, so we just watched Mark's video, checked out some data. Looks like we have some more to find in some brake zones. So what I'm seeing here in the line charts are, he has an amazing brake trace into 1. You can see his, he's got a nice big spike, tapers off. We're gonna try to sharpen that, obviously clean up some distance, but you can see in the infield here, we don't have that big initial hit and then tapering off, which is keeping the nose too weighted as we get to the point of turn-in. So we're gonna try to fix that in this session. It's looking really good. A prototype there in practice 1 tried to make a gap he was never gonna make and ended up clipping Mark right in the back bumper. Mark actually didn't know what it was. He was like, man, I think I just hit something. And it was somebody coming in hot from behind and just absolutely annihilating the rear bumper of the car. I think I called it a wall tap earlier because when he initially called it in, he's like, I hit the wall. But yeah, ended up being another car. Mark's all good. So getting ready to go back out. He's looking good, feeling good. He's a sandbagging son of a bitch. He's about to go put this thing on pole.
Custom. You're not used to seeing these concrete.
Alright guys, back from practice 2. Super proud of Mark. He found another 3 seconds. Big part of that was in our brake zones. Right now, he's looking really good in the brake zone of 1, looking really good in the brake zone of 5. Still got a little bit to find in the brake zone of 11, it looks like. Maybe a little bit in 14 as well. As far as our throttle pickups, I'm very proud of where he's picking up the throttle. Now we just kind of got to connect the two. He's found the earliest point he can go to full throttle and the latest point he can brake. But when he brakes late, he's missing his throttle pickup point, and when he brakes early, he gets to the throttle a little too early and then has to lift again. So we just have to find that middle ground, and I think he's going to be in a really good spot. We're about half a second off the front of our class. A 17 is the overall pace for Lazar right now. Now if I go to our eclectic for Mark, it actually shows Mark in the 18.5 range. So you can just see these purple boxes. Each one of these rows down is a lap. You can see he just hasn't been able to put it all together yet. So as soon as he gets it all together, he's going to be in that 18 range by the math. So I'm going to watch some video, see if there's anything that I pick up on the video, try to help him create some more consistency in his laps. So right now he's just throwing a lot at the board and seeing what sticks. Now we need to take what's stuck and execute that lap after lap and see where it takes us. Super cool of Bob to come by. Look at this guy complaining. Doesn't listen. Over here pitching the whole time. That was really cool of Bob to come by and apologize. So there was that contact in the earlier sessions. We weren't sure if it was a wall, ended up being a prototype. He ends up coming by, finding Mark, and apologizing, talking to us, ends up being a really cool guy. And look, that Mark made a friend. Unbelievable. First one. Yeah, let yours touch mine. That shit's gay.
Look at these notes that John wrote up that Mark's never gonna read.
Hey,
A lot of homework.
facts.
Facts.
All right, what are we seeing here?
The sauce.
Ooh, look at all those fingerprints, dude. That screen's total. So what I'm noticing in Mark's data is we were working on getting the pressure up. He got the pressure up, but then we bled out a little bit too soon. And so what I was talking to him about is weight transfer, right? Car's on throttle. When you come off throttle, it starts to neutralize. And if you're slow to the brakes, it doesn't give it enough force to transfer. It doesn't transfer enough energy forward to create a big contact patch. So right now we need to be faster off the throttle pedal and to the brake pedal and hit that pedal hard and then hold that pressure a little bit longer and then be a little bit smoother on the release to allow the car into the corner. So that's what we need to work on in 1. We also got a little bit late to our throttle pickup, so we got to fix that. We're braking early and not enough into 11. We're not getting the exit we need off 14, mostly due to being too tight to the inside curbing. So we're going to change our line placement. I want him to come off the middle of the apex a little sooner, and that should give him a straighter shot off the exit. So we're going to try those things, see if that nets him a better time in qualifying. I feel pretty confident that it will. His eclectic looks really good, so now it's more about consistency and cleaning it up. He really wants to find more time because he's seen 17s on the board, but I think finding more time in a sector right now without being able to connect them is kind of irrelevant. Yes, it does help us in the overall picture to find more time, but getting close to the race, so we really need that consistency to clean up for a better result ultimately. That's what I'm seeing. Let's get him ready for qual, get him prepped in the car, send him out, and then we'll report back on how he does. I'll try to show some of the qual, but I might not be able to because I'll be on the radio. It's a quick 15-minute session. All right, guys, so it's about to go green in qualifying. Let's catch up with Mark, see how he's feeling. Look at this guy. Look
why
at
are you
this
gonna
freaking guy. What do you think, Mark? How you feeling, buddy?
I'm ready. I'm just trying to think of where my time's at.
All right, what did we talk about?
Go fast, beat the guys.
Go fast, eat it. Let's go, baby.
Is that out of the Bible?
Pretty sure that's the Bible. I think that's John.
Oh, no, Hemingway.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Mike, do you scratch his balls?
Yeah, from the under, sometimes over. It depends on
The reach
day.
around?
Yeah.
Remember, focus on your placement on your outlap, look for debris, make sure to build temps, forward, back, then side to side, second half. Make sure to set the gap while everyone is out moving slowly. We do not want to catch any traffic on our flyers. Quali is a wrap. Mark did a great job. We're going to go meet him back in the trailer. But before we go, we got to say what up to Kevin. What's up, Kevin? Steven Agacani with the big last lap. Oh, that was awesome. Good job, Steven. And last lap switch. Agacani back to Jagger Jones with a 209.9 on the last lap.
First driver under a
That's
110.
fast. What you doing, buddy? How'd it go? Yeah?
Good.
That Cayman hold you up?
I was waiting.
Waiting?
I was
There's no
lollygagging.
waiting in this game.
I fucking lollygagged.
Lollygagger. Let me get the data, see what happened out there.
I got another 7 for sure.
I think at least. I could see it in the, at
I
least.
do. I never.
Just never got one.
It was that lap you and you said there's 3 laps left. I'm like, I'm gonna let this guy fuck off and then I'm gonna hit the last 2 and that dude fucking wrecked.
Todd, we hope you're all right, buddy. Unfortunate to see the session end early. Mark was setting up for his last lap there, but just didn't end up going our way. But that's how it goes so many of the times, like you hear us say. So we're gonna improve. Always working on qualifying. It's definitely the hardest session for us. So we'll keep working. All right, that's a wrap on today. You can see I'm back at Mark's RV. We're gonna hop in here, see what he's up to, and we're probably gonna call it quits for the day, but figured I'd check in with him, see what he's up to. Stella Maggie, what's up? No, look at you too. Oh, somebody wants to go outside. Oh. All right, good morning, race day. It's Saturday here at St. Pete, baby. Mark's about to go over to his driver's meeting. We're gonna get briefed on how this whole thing's gonna go down. And then we're gonna go meet up with the team, check out the car, and start getting ready for the race. Check out this driver's meeting. I think it's freaking gangsta.
We just got done with the driver's meeting, and basically they told me how to get on and off podium, and that's the only thing that I took from it.
So we just wrapped up the driver's meeting. They gave us a briefing on how the starts are gonna go. It's gonna be a double 2 rows, coming to the green. No one can pass till the start finish. When the restarts go, once the green is out, you can race. They want the field tight, no more than 3 seconds between the fields. It's not supposed to be a split start. A lot of concern was brought up about the P3 cars and the GT4 cars into turn 1. The P3 cars are probably going to have to check up a little bit on the cold tires. The ABS cars are notorious for coming in hot on those starts, so hopefully everything goes good with that. Pretty typical passing procedures. You're allowed to defend but not block, and they also talked a lot about safety cars being out on track. If anything were to happen, you were to come around one of these blind corners, they don't want to see contact with a safety car. So that was pretty much the briefing. Now we're going to head back to the RV, hang out for a little bit, look at some video data, head back to the transport, get Mark suited up in the car. Race 1, baby. Hey man, over here, what?
Let's go.
Let's go. Hop on in, brother man. Have a great race. Remember, bring the tires up, check for conditions, be right on the guy behind, brake boost, don't pass till start finish. No more than a half car length to the car in front. Don't be a full car length back, otherwise you're gonna get dumped. The McLaren's gonna take off like an absolute rocket ship in the first 10 minutes, so don't try to manage your pace to that.
Sorry about running into you.
I thought
The way it was too bad, but I really apologize for that.
that was good.
That was good.
For an overall race, I wanted Quinlan.
You were right there if you had one more.
Dude, I have the lap.
You and him have been battling it out at the end.
Wow.
All right, so what happened on the start? Why'd we lose so much ground?
They were fucking, no one was going. The guys weren't going. Because when Charlie was like, he's like, oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. We were just coming out of that last, like not even before the carousel. I fucking gunned them. Like they were so far, the field was too hot.
Man, the fans are going crazy on this thing. Holy cow. P3 in the bronze. I think it was a P6 overall. Let's go. Awesome job. Second half of the race. He put his head down. There was a big gap on the final lap to Quinlan, and they crossed the line nose to tail. So we needed one more to get Quinlan. We were a little bit too far back to play for the lead today. Really sorry to see our friend Bell get taken out. Really ashamed to see that. He was doing an amazing job, led the whole race. So sorry to see that, Bell. Hopefully we see you back in round 2 for some redemption. But yeah, we're gonna give you hell out there. So we'll go get the data up, see what we see. We'll pull up the in-car video. Maybe we can clip some in-car. Maybe clip some of the race for you guys. But yeah, he's super fired up. I think he did an amazing job in the second half. We'll see if we can sharpen up on the front side of the race. All right, moments away from going green in race 2. Mark's gonna be sitting back here a little bit on the grid. I think we're about what? Where are we sitting? 7th, 8th, 9th?
22nd.
22nd. I think we're in 9th, but we have about 5 cars ahead of us in the bronze. We got to get in front of for a podium. So let's see what Mark thinks about his race coming up. How you feeling, buddy?
I need to go after it earlier.
Yeah, where are we gonna make some changes?
Carousel.
Carousel?
It's coming in.
Coming in. So final corner, 14?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Have a great race. Warm the tires, do your recon, check for debris. I'll be on the radio if you need anything. We're about to go green, race 2, up here with Bully. Man, if you can't tell by my face, I'm so bummed. Race 2 just wrapped up. Unfortunately, it ended under caution, and we were the caution. Looks like some kind of DSC fault came on with about 1 or 2 laps to go. Mark was in a fight for a podium spot, came into a brake zone. Looks like the ABS gave up on him, locked up, sent him into a tire barrier. So obviously everyone's super bummed, so we'll see what happened. We'll get the car back, make sure Mark's okay first, and then the guys will start tearing apart, seeing what happened. Not common for these cars to necessarily have full ABS failures, but definitely common to have DSC failures and wheel speed sensors go bad. So if those went out, that can definitely cause the car to kind of lose its mind. Super bummed. Mark's obviously super frustrated. Vented that frustration over the radio, and I'm sure he's going to vent it when he gets back. He's totally justified for that. That's a part of racing. Some days are really crappy at the track, and I can see why he's feeling crappy right now, because I think he was on his way forward. Well, I know he was on his way forward, so we'll just wait here for him to get back, see how bad the damage is, start tearing into it. But yeah, curious to see what he says. Obviously not a good day for BMWs. So bummed for Mark. On his way forward, never fun to leave a track. Typically we'll never film or show damage, so if this makes it in, it's because Mark's willing to show it with you guys. Typically it's always a sore subject, so you don't want to be walking up with a camera. He's out at medical right now, so we're capturing it just to document it, so if we decide to use it, but you can tell the spirit's down. The team's gonna do a turnaround on this to get it loaded up, send her down to Sebring because she's got a race coming up in 2 weeks. So we got a door, hood, a fender, a tie rod, a headlight, this whole corner, basically a wheel bearing,
all the stuff. $3,000 air ducts.
I think he probably picked up a side on a curve with wheel slip, like he was accelerating, and he had TC on, so when it dropped it, it stopped the whole thing and it probably tripped it.
Yeah.
So my guess is it's either a curve or some kind of compression that caused it, is my guess.
That was my guess too, is that he hit a curve really hard.
But we won't know until we dive into the video and data. All I saw was the aftermath.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna show because it's not my place to, but it looks like another BMW just came back on a rollback, so not a good day for BMWs here. It looked like Gregory LaFouche car was having some issues as well, so curious to see what it is across the board.